Hi everyone, this is Dani Hoyo. Here we are. Okay, again. Hi everyone, this is Dani Hoyo. We are today in the Padel World Summit in Barcelona. Yesterday, no, or the first day of the, or 2 days ago.
Yes.
We met Víctor. Víctor is a padel player, passionate about padel, but he's also a professional violinist, right?
Exactly.
Violinist, right? Someone told me that he's not a beginner musician or a professional. No, he's the best of the best musician. Can you let people know? I know that you are very humble, but can you let people know what you did or the biggest milestone that you did?
I mean, there are amazing musicians everywhere. I was lucky enough to have the chances to go to Austria to study at the Mozart University. I also went to the Netherlands, to Canada, to the States, where I finished my studies. And before that, around 15, 16 years old, I was part of the Westminster Divan Orchestra with the maestro Daniel Barenboim. I was lucky enough to be in big stages. And I think playing a paddle court is also being in a stage, in a way. People are observing you. And I think it's a lovely, lovely sport. So play paddle, guys.
We are doing this video because we were talking about paddle. When two appassionates of the sport we meet, we start talking about these things. And he told me something very, very interesting about that the music and paddle it's very similar. We said, okay, Víctor, let's talk about this tomorrow. You could add a lot of value to the community. My channel is yours now.
Let's do it. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me, Dani.
Thanks to you for
He's the master,
here.
I'm not, so I'm going to talk about music, okay? I play violin since I am 7 years old, and I was always passionate about sports in general, football, paddle. My background is Spain and France. I am from Malaga, and I think historically speaking, Malaga is an important place in the paddle world, so to say. After the Mexican guy that invented everything, then they came to Marbella and to Argentina. So I always felt a really, really nice connection with the sport. I think it's very social and accessible.
We were talking the other day with two pineapple juice on the table.
Yes.
We were talking about the mistakes. This is something that I talk with a lot of people or a lot of my players.
Yeah.
That how they manage the fails, no, or the mistakes. You did one metaphor. How do you say?
A metaphor, yeah.
A metaphor. Explain.
So I make it very, very clear in a sense, like everybody likes football, so to say. Let's say you are following Manchester United or Real Madrid, and the main striker of the club is scoring 3 goals, and he hits maybe 10 targets, so to say. So let's say he would have 30% of accuracy, but then he did 3 goals, and your team won 3-0. So he's MVP, everybody's happy. And if we talk about music, imagine playing a piece of Bach, Beethoven, or Mozart and playing only 30% of the notes right. I think people are gonna leave you very, very soon. Imagine you do the same in another sport, such as paddle. If you only have 30% of accuracy, you're gonna lose the game because you don't have a consistent game. It's good to see that we can make mistakes, and since I play paddle, I'm a better musician actually. I accept myself when I do mistakes, and I really enjoy just going for it. It's like in a paddle game. You sometimes have to go for it, and you may lose some points, no? Federer once said, I think it was around 50-something%.
Only 54%.
Of points in his whole career that he won, and is one of the best in history. So that says all, no? Perfection doesn't exist, guys.
Perfection is impossible.
As a musician,
Yeah.
How I say? El otro día con un zumo parecía todo más filosófico que aquí. Continuamos. The music made you play better, to be a better paddle player, and to play paddle made you better musician.
Yeah, that's right. So when I start playing paddle, doing my whole life violin, you have to have such a high performance level the whole time, nearly 200%, at least when you play classical music. So it was good, but it can also get a bit unhealthy. I mean, as you may know, padel is not about perfect shots. It's about, I would say, first good decisions, team sports, and then try your best when you hit the ball, I would say. And since I play padel, I do a lot of mistakes. I lose a lot of matches. And that's the only way to learn, I think. And then when I go on stage and I play music, I accept myself that I'm gonna make errors. I'm gonna make amazing parts in the music piece. And that relaxes me a lot. And then when it's one mistake coming, frustration is not the same. You accept yourself much better. That's why I think it's so important to, if you do music, music is for your soul, do something for your body. Any kind of sport is good to develop yourself. And if you play a lot of sports, try to pick an instrument. It's gonna help you so much inside of yourself.
What instrument do you think could be nice?
I think the most therapeutical ones could be piano.
Yeah?
Piano is very, very nice. You press the key and you know it's gonna sound. When you take the violin, I love the violin, it's my instrument, but first position yourself, then take the... I would say it's like tennis. You can start with tennis, but it's much easier to kick a ball with your foot, no? So piano and guitar are lovely because people love to sing. Everybody can sing. Maybe you sing in the shower, maybe me as well, maybe you as well. And
Maybe all of you as well.
exactly. So yeah, do you play an instrument or not?
No. I didn't develop when I was younger the music sense, no? Because
Yeah.
I think it's a sense. You talked the other day about what made you be a very good violinist when you were younger, and you said the Descaro, and this is one skill that if you have Descaro in padel, it's really good.
When you are young and you don't mind too much about life, you are naive, you have the youth energy with you, you just do things without thinking twice, right? And I think that's very important. Then the more older we get, the more we begin to think about things, so to say. I think that's very important, but you also need some technicalities on the background. If not, you are just doing mistakes and nonsense. So a very good example would be Lamine Yamal, actually, in Football Club Barcelona.
Yeah.
He had an amazing talent, technicalities, he's improving his body, his physical condition, and he has something special. He's enjoying. Alcaraz is another example, I think he has that. He's enjoying, he has this smile, he's just go for it, you know? So when I was a very young player, I think I got a bit of that, and that helped me, and people need this spark, I would say, no? To create the flame.
Yeah.
That's very, very good. Now I'm getting older, and I'm trying to keep it with other strengths.
Yeah, I think this is interesting for padel players or for us as a coaches. When I'm teaching people that I see teenagers who has that skill, I think as a coaches we need to help them to fly, no, or to don't think twice, as you said, and it can change the game.
I think now when we have the conscious part and the unconscious one, and when you are in a golden point and you're very nervous, the whole part that is working is your unconscious part. You see what I mean? You don't really think, you feel much more. And I think if you really enjoy what you are doing and you believe in yourself and you love and you have the passion, I think when you ask Rafa Nadal and top players in tennis, for example, they say, the passion kept me going. When you really love what you are doing and you believe in yourself, this is when sometimes in important points you manage to step forward and do it. I think in music is the same. When the audience steps up and and they sing with you or you have an standing ovation.
Fast for Padel, you are an entrepreneur. Do you want to promote something? This is your
Yes, why not?
Your moment.
Why not? Fast for Padel started in 2021 as a padel community in West London. I arrived to the city, COVID times, Brexit as well. So a very romantic time, so to say. And I really wanted to meet people. I wanted my girlfriend to be able to play with others. So she gets the connections, she rotates, she's socialized. And after that, it began growing with corporate gatherings, with paddle boot camps, paddle holidays. Now we are starting the UK amateur circuit in the UK, and I've joined forces with Nico, my business partner. And now we are a team of a bit more than 10 players. An ambassador group is there as well. And I just want to help the amateur community in the whole UK. So this is our mission. Yes.
We can learn a lot from musicians, from different aspects of the life.
Yeah.
Thanks so much
Thank you. Pleasure.
for coming.